Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Antonio, your master teacher. And today we're gonna get right into the lesson, all right? Today we're gonna be talking about our three main enemies on this particular earth, okay? The first enemy is the world. The second enemy is the flesh. And the third enemy is Satan. Okay, so we're gonna get into a little bit of detail about what each one of these things mean and what I'm talking about when I say the enemies, our enemies, and how they all come to destroy us. Okay, the first thing I want y'all to understand is that we are spiritual beings. You know, you want to call it a soul, a spirit, whatever you want to call it. Our soul is inside of this shell body. It's like this is a car, this is a vehicle, this is an automobile that we're in, okay? This is a rented body that we're in. Whatever year that you was born, that's what your car you're driving. I was born in 1984, so guess what? I'm an 84 model, okay? And that's just what it boils down to. My soul is inside of this vessel, okay? And the things that are trying to corrupt my soul, that are trying to get inside of me to corrupt this soul, are things that are outside of me, all right? And the things that are outside of me are the world, this flesh, and Satan, all right? You following me? Give me a little sip of water real quick. And so, basically, the soul that's inside of our bodies is under attack all day, every day, by outside and external beings, okay? The world, what's in the world? We got the media, we got politics, we got entertainment, and etc. You know, we got the music, we got sports, entertainment, we have all that stuff, right? Now, granted, some of these things aren't necessarily bad, but when it comes down to doing your assignment for God and what God has brought you to this earth to do, these things can be a major distraction to you, okay? And not only can they be a major distraction, they can cause a major divide amongst people, especially right here with the politics part. You know, I know people right now who get on Facebook every day posting something about Republicans because they're a Democrat. But I guarantee you, if there was a car accident on the side of the road, this particular person and their car is on fire, and four Republicans come to pull them out the car to save their life, there's not going to be an issue who's a Republican or who's a Democrat then. So why is it an issue anyway? It's okay to pick sides about certain things, but don't let it take over your soul, and don't let it force you to be biased or judgmental towards your brothers and sisters here on the planet. All right. Media. The media is basically the news, you know, TV, things like that, stuff that influence you to think a certain way or to believe a certain way or go and do something that you normally wouldn't do. You could be influenced to do all these things. People always say nobody can make you do anything, and they're absolutely correct. No one can make us do nothing. But at the end of the day, influence is real, and influence is a part of the world, okay? Entertainment, you know how entertainment is. It's people right now listen to what's his name, Pooh Shiesty, and all these little young rappers, King Von, and all this stuff, and all this drill music stuff, and they actually think that this is what life is about. So you got these guys in regular neighborhoods trying to walk down and drill down and all this bull mess on other black guys and other whoever in their neighborhood, all because of some entertainment, some music. Whether these guys are living that lifestyle or not, it's poison, man, and it's a part of the world, and it's coming to destroy you, and that's real. Check what you're listening to. A lot of times I ride in silence now. Sometimes I even listen to instrumentals or jazz, and I create my own thoughts in my head or make my own little rhymes however I'm feeling that day. I don't ride around or just sit around and just listen to other people's therapy for large amounts of time. It's not good for you. It's a part of the world, and it's here to destroy you, okay? The flesh. This right here, the flesh. The flesh is weak. The Bible even tells you the flesh is weak. But hold on, before I get into the flesh, I want to mention something about the world. Now, it even tells you in the Bible, I think it's 1 John chapter 2, verse 15 through 17, it talks about the world and how the world is not, you shouldn't be a lover of the world. For a man who loves the world, he does not love God. She does not love God. If you're a lover of the world and things of this world, you have already accepted the mark of the beast. Material things, you got to get on Facebook, Instagram every day posting, hey, I'm blessed and highly favored. Oh, I'm taking this trip over here. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You're a part of the world. You've already accepted the mark of the beast. Y'all waiting around for something in your foreheads or in your hands and stuff like that. When a lot of you, it's already in your heads because you've accepted the world. You can't let the world go. You can't let the media go, politics, entertainment. You won't let none of that stuff go. So you've already accepted the mark of the beast, all right? Now back to this flesh. The flesh is weak. And what causes flesh to be weak, a lot of times it's greed, lust, and the spirit of never being satisfied, man. Just the spirit of never being satisfied. Temptation, things like that. You know, everyone knows what greed is about. Everyone wants more. We was talking about that in the last video. Sometimes you can have things around you, you don't even appreciate that because you're too busy, you don't want more. You're just too greedy, you want more, never satisfied. The lustful spirit. People definitely not ever sexually satisfied. And I'm a person, I can admit to that myself. I've been through that. I've gone through that before. You know, and sometimes I struggle with that now, the spirit of lust. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it hot. It's 2022. No one has any reason to be up here online anymore or trying to cap to anybody. This is real. The flesh comes to destroy us. The flesh comes to destroy that soul that's inside of your body, okay? And the flesh is weak. And if you allow the flesh to get the best of you in any of these categories, it's over for you. It's over for you. You can always go and ask God for repentance. Yes, you can be forgiven and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, the grace of God is limited, okay? A lot of people feel like just because you're saved by Jesus and you're good for the rest of your life. No, the grace of God is limited. You can't continue to be a fool and just say, hey, I'm just going to keep doing X, Y, and Z and God's going to forgive me and it is what it is. No, you have to be accountable for those actions at some point in time in your life. Real talk. Then we're just going to talk about Satan. Satan itself. I'm not talking about a devil with horns or some dude running around with a pitchfork and all this wild, wild west type of mess. I'm talking about evil spirits. Evil spirits are just things that evil spirits are real, man. Spirits are real. You know, you got these people that get out here and do all these mass shootings and do all these things that you can't believe that they would do. And then they sit up here in these interviews and say, I don't know what happened. Something was in my mind telling me to do it. You have to take some of those, you have to kind of like, I don't want to say you want to excuse those people and saying that they didn't have any control of themselves fully at all. But at the end of the day, you have to realize that spiritual attacks are real. And just like I said in my video yesterday about being under the authority of God. If you're not under the authority of God, you don't have the protection of God. And if you don't have the protection of God, you're fair game to anything. And evil spirits know when you're not operating under the authority of God. When you're not yielding to that authority of God, these evil spirits know, and they will find you. They don't look like demons and little trolls and stuff like that in these Gremlin movies. They look like real people. They look like me. They look like you. They're like the most beautiful person that you know, or it could be the person that you laying in the bed with every night. It could be your own kids. You never know. And that's another reason why you got to keep that space between you and God sacred. You can't let nobody come in that space, man, because you just never know. Evil spirits can get into anybody, especially people who are spiritually weak and they don't have their spiritual armor up, okay? I'm telling you, man, you know, you just have to be really careful out here, man. It's wild times. It's wild times. And, you know, that's just pretty much it. You know, I don't want to get into making these long 10, 15-minute videos because I know a lot of people's attention span is not that long, because mine's not that long either sometimes. But, you know, if I get carried away on something that I'm talking about and it's interesting and I'm feeling what I'm saying, we might go with 15 minutes sometimes. We might just do that. But, you know, today, right now, I have a lot of other things that I have to get accomplished, and I just want to go ahead and get this video done and get it posted for you guys. If you have any other questions or anything you want to add to it, feel free to leave that down in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already. If you like this type of content, you know, we're going to keep on bringing this type of content every day, every other day, or whenever I can to get up on the lesson board and bring you guys some lessons, okay? Because life is about blessings and lessons. Ain't nobody cursed. You know, people always say we was born cursed and all this and that third. No, man. Life is about blessings and lessons. Even in the worst of the worst lesson, you can extract some type of good from it, okay? And that's real talk. But like I say, man, you just got to be aware of these three main enemies, man, that's coming to destroy your soul. It's the world, it's the flesh, and it's Satan and these evil spirits, man. I'm telling you guys, we got to tighten up, get our spiritual armor up. Nobody's perfect, you know. We're gonna slip, we're gonna fall, we're gonna make mistakes sometimes, we're gonna fall short, you know. But God has grace. God is a graceful, merciful God, but just know that his grace and his mercy has limits. And at some point, guys, we have to take accountability, boss up, put on our spiritual armor, and go out here and fight this war and win. Peace.